Friday afternoon, and that means it's qualifying here in Austria. Welcome to the Red Bull Ring. This is going to be an interesting session. Who's going to come out on top in qualifying today? Having spoken to many people in the paddock, no one seems to have an outright winner in mind.
It is certainly difficult to predict. I would say it's advantage Mercedes, but you can never rule anything out. I reckon we are probably looking at 3 or 4 teams who can realistically fight for pole position today.
What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here and welcome back to my F1 2015 career mode as Pastor Maldonado. We're here in Austria for round 8 at the Red Bull Ring, and if you missed any of the races so far, you've got to check them out. There's been fantastic wheel-to-wheel racing, and I'm bringing back a bit of glory for Pastor Maldonado in his failing career in F1. But here we are in qualifying. Second lap. This is my best lap. We're currently in 9th, so we've put in an alright lap so far, but we need to get higher up the grid. I mean, Ericsson's in front of us. We definitely need to get ahead of him. So let's see what we can do here. It's been a very clean lap indeed. I think one of my best around this track ever. Coming to the line, and it's a 1:11.4.
Kimi Raikkonen finishes the session with the fastest lap and pole for tomorrow's race. What a brilliant performance by the Finnish driver.
We certainly appreciate how good a qualifying lap that was. Truly spectacular. Now, can he deliver the same type of performance tomorrow? I, for one, cannot wait to find out.
Welcome one and all to Spielberg for today's race, the Austrian Grand Prix. The circuit is owned by Red Bull. One might think this will give them an advantage. Only time will tell. The man with everything to play for today is Kimi Raikkonen. He starts in P1 and will need all his fabled coolness in order to keep things from boiling over into turn 1.
There's no doubt that he likes this track. I think that was apparent from his wonderful qualifying pace yesterday. He'll be hoping that he can put in another good performance today and that he can convert it into a race win.
The dominant force so far this season has been Mercedes. They have the best car and 2 of the best drivers on the grid. It's hard to not see them maintaining their ascendancy throughout the rest of the season.
Mercedes have such a great setup. They have great leadership, and in Lewis and Nico they have 2 drivers that are capable of winning the World Championship. I guess their hardest challenge is trying to manage the intense competition between their drivers.
Aha, it seems to be raining. Let's
It's a wet start today, so we won't have to fit both of the dry compounds.
So here we are at the end of lap 2, catching up to the trainer cars ahead. It's Vettel, who had a horrendous qualifying session, not having a great race either. Though Ricciardo's on the attack, trying to come back at us after our overtake on the first lap. He's trying to hold it. We've broken too late, we've gone off the track onto the runoff area. Coming onto the track once again, I think we touched Ricciardo. Good job there's no gravel at the end of turn 1 or 2, as you'll see what's going on here. We're coming back with Ricciardo, braking later once again. Looks like we've broken too late and gone off again. There used to be gravel there, so good job for us. Otherwise, we would have been in the kitty litter. But Ricciardo looks like he's got the run here. But I'm going to switch it to the inside just to try and get this position back. Should have it here. Don't brake too late. We broke quite evenly there. I think we got 9th. No, Ricciardo's hanging around the outside. He's got much better traction there. And he's maintained the position, but it was a good battle. But I need to catch up. You'll see here the battle once again. But ahead of us is Vettel, Nasser and Kvyat. Kvyat in my career mode has been very slow indeed, and he's continuing that trend today. In other career modes I've seen Kvyat have been like 5th, 6th place, but he's got 1 point so far. But yeah, Nasser and Vettel are really stuck in a train behind, but you can see there's a bit of a train behind me. There's definitely a glitch there with the rain. That was strange. But Ricciardo is past me, and you can see the view from Verstappen. The cars ahead of him are just flying around the track. I go up the inside, try and get the move done. But Ricciardo comes back, so good traction there from the Red Bull. And I'm going to have to get that position back and try and close in on Nasser. We need to get past Kvyat. Kvyat is the one that's wrecking our race, really. And Vettel finally got past Kvyat. It took a number of laps, but he finally got it done. And he actually just scampered off into the distance because Kvyat was just so slow. Look at his straight line speed. Vettel's pulling away. He doesn't get great traction either because Nasser's coming at Kvyat now around the outside into turn 2. And is he going to get it done? They break the same, but Nasser's going to hang it around. Yes, he's got much better traction here than the Red Bull. Kvyat's setup must be wrong. Just like mine. Mine's a dry setup, so I didn't expect this rain at all, but we're coming up behind the two Red Bulls. The train is still there, but we're going to have a go at Ricciardo, I think. Can we get it done up the inside? Close. Do we have the traction? Ricciardo's had a slide there, but I think, have we got the move done? No, we haven't. Ricciardo is still there. We just can't get past this Red Bull. It's a little frustrating because we are faster than the two Red Bulls here. Can we get anything? It's tough to overtake in the final two really quick right-handers. And yes, still in 10th. Got Verstappen on our tail, putting us under pressure as well, so we've got to watch out for him. But it's a fantastic battle for the lower positions in the points. The top 6, well, the top 5 has scampered off, and then Vettel scampered off, trying to catch up to them. We were closing in on Ricciardo on lap 7. Can we get it done? Because Kvyat's really holding up Ricciardo as well. Nasser's starting to get away, and we can't have that. But we're closing in, second to the last corner, up the inside. This is not an overtaking position, but we've got it done into the final corner. Nice move there, up into 9th place, and now our chance to get a Kvyat. But we'll see the replay here. I don't think Ricciardo expected this at all. You can just see, yeah, he turns in very late, loses all his momentum. I think he gets a touch from Verstappen as well there, but now we're on the back of Kvyat. We need to get this done as soon as possible and go after Nasser. Kvyat gets better traction there, but we're in the slipstream. We just need to stay close to him in this section. We will have an opportunity, I'm sure of that. We're very close here. This has got to be the opportunity. Up the inside, late braking. There we go. He's still there. He's hanging it around the outside, which becomes the inside. I've got to give him a bit of room, obviously, because I'll spin out because of the new collision engine in this game. But Kvyat on the inside. We've got to go around the outside. We've got to get this move done, and we've done it round the outside. Fantastic move there, up into 8th, and hopefully we'll pull away now. Pretty sure we will, and we did, because Kvyat's pace was awful. You can see he's already 3 or 4 seconds behind. But we were closing in on Nasser for 7th. You can look at the mini-map. Vettel is long gone. So I'll be very surprised if we get into the top 6 today. But Nasser, he's got some decent pace. I think he's slightly slower than me. But we're obviously both quicker than the Red Bull. So this could actually be a battle for 7th. I can't see us getting any higher than this. But I just couldn't get past him. I didn't have the straight line speed. The traction wasn't the best. Just trying to put him off. I don't think that actually affects the AI at all. So I don't know why I just did that. But here, coming up, is the closest I got. I just thought, screw it, I'm going to go up the inside, see what happens. Slowly diving up the inside. We took a tight line in, so we're not going to get a great exit, and we have it. Nasser's maintained 7th, and that's the closest I got to him, really. I started to save a bit of fuel. The tyres were starting to go off. Then I thought on lap 17, most cars are probably going to pit on lap 18, so might as well go for the undercut, see what happens. If it doesn't work, then I'm not really going to lose anything. So another set of the wet tyres. My engineer did tell me that it's going to rain pretty much for the rest of the race. So it's wet tyres all the way by the looks of things. Let's see what the guys do. Good job there, 2.4. I'm proud of them, but I'm down to 18th. I'm obviously the first person to pit, but still ahead of the Manners, of course. So this is the lap. I need to push very hard, and actually pushed a little bit too hard. I broke too late on my cold tyres, went off the track once again. Good job, this runoff area. So that might affect things, and it did a little bit. Came out just behind Nasser. I think without that adventure I could have got ahead of him, but this is weird. What the hell is Nasser doing? He just stopped in the track for no reason at all. And he actually continued and pitted the next lap, so I'm not sure if he had a problem there. We'll see it on board here. He's just going along nicely, coming out the pits, and then just suddenly starts downshifting. His wheel goes crazy, and I get 7th place. So after this, absolutely nothing happened to me. There was this incident that I saw Hulkenberg just span. He touched Verstappen and just lost control and smashed. What's that? It's a McLaren Honda who's just hit Hulkenberg. Let's see this on board with Verstappen. He moves over slightly, but I can't see much. I can't really see that being his fault. And Buttons just smashed into Hulkenberg. The wheels are a bit retarded again. The replay cameras just suck sometimes. They really do. There's glitching in the cameras, but yeah, in truth, absolutely nothing happened to me in my second stint. That was the only thing I could think of, because I saw debris on the track and I looked back and Hulkenberg just had that huge incident with Verstappen. So we've been on our own for the second half of the race, but it's been a good drive from Pastor Maldonado, and it's a 7th position finish once again. Seems to be our traditional position behind the Mercedes, the Ferrari and the Williams. And that guy's in a t-shirt in the rain. What?
It's a win for Mercedes and a win for Lewis Hamilton. The British driver was the class of the field today and fully deserves his victory.
You can't fault their commitment today. They really pushed hard and were rewarded with a race win. Fantastic achievement.
After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So that was a decent race. Well, the first half was. The second half was pretty uneventful. But yeah, decent points there. Grosjean gone into 9th, so a couple of points more for the Lotus team. And in the drivers now, the gap at the top is 28 points as Hamilton won from Rosberg. I've gone ahead of Daniel Ricciardo, so the battle continues as Grosjean is in 10th. He could have a great season-long battle with NASA. So we're going to look at the constructors now. I think we'll still be in 4th, maintaining a solid start to the season. 66 points, good job from the team. Myself and Grosjean are really putting the performances in, but obviously me more than him. So, hope you enjoyed that video. Please leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more videos. Next time out is my home Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix, so catch me then. Goodbye.